Good morning. So this is fantastic. So I do these live streams and I find something like this morning on X and thought, oh, God, that doesn't make any sense. So I do a little investigation and pull all these charts up. And then I came to this conclusion, recorded a live stream, posted it, and then suddenly just double check and look at the live stream. And then all of a sudden it clicked. I understood what I was doing wrong. So I'm going to redo this, but do it correctly. And it's a data that has tripped up a lot of people before. And the doomers, they like to use this chart. I'm going to go through a couple charts that I saw on X this morning that had me questioning the inventory levels. So I'll jump into that right away. But I thought it was kind of funny that I posted it and then I caught my error as I posted it. So this is doing what I was hoping it was doing. It's going to improve my understanding of everything. So, all right, so here we go. We're going to share this screen. And we're going to go back to this chart. So this chart I saw on X this morning. I actually saw it last night and bookmarked it to come back to. So basically we have this orange line here that's housing units. So we have 130 here. Probably this is about 2008. And then the population in 2008 would be about 304. So if you divide that out, that's 42.8%. And they're showing this kind of going through time. So now the argument is the housing units per capita went down to 42%, and then it climbed back up. So we have now 43.3% housing units per capita. Okay, so per capita is population. That's incorrect to begin with, is it's household size, not population. So this chart is wrong from the get-go. The other thing I don't like about this chart is it doesn't give the source data. So where is this data coming from? There's no indication where they got this data. So if I try to recreate this data, well, we'll jump into here real quick. So this is from Statista. We're at under three people per household. And you can see that household size over time has dropped. So what's happening is we need more housing units for the same amount of population, because family sizes are getting smaller. So we need more units to accommodate the smaller family sizes. Now, maybe we don't need the 4 or 5 bedroom units, houses, but maybe we need a lot more 2-bedroom units or 1-bedroom units, just because of that makeup of that household size is getting smaller. Therefore, we need more housing units. So just that very fact kind of makes that point irrelevant. But let's go into this a little more. So if I pull this data that they're claiming they had on that chart from FRED, St. Louis Federal Reserve Database, the blue line here is the household estimates. So if we go back to about 2002, we have 104,420 households with inventory of about 119,000. And then we're going to see during that housing crash, that spread grew. We had almost 112 households and about 131 housing units. But as you notice, this trend line just keeps getting narrower and narrower. So the number of housing units and the household get closer and closer. So as that gets tighter and tighter, that demand for the number of housing units goes up. So more people competing for the same number of units. There's a shortage. This indicates a shortage here. So that keeps getting tighter and tighter, which is not what that chart was showing. And then the other fallacy on that chart, I don't understand. When I do their math based on the numbers they have, I come up with the same percentages, right? So I can look at their data on their chart and it all calculates out. When I run the calculations off of this US Census data, those percentages don't line up at all. So I have and the numbers here don't even correlate remotely. So I have no idea where their data source is coming from. I would like to see that. So I can't prove their data is wrong, but based on this data, it doesn't line up at all. So that's US Census data versus some unknown that someone posted online and made their own chart. So this one scared me, and this is what I had to correct. So So I was looking at this going, this does not make any sense, right? So now suddenly we're at 463, basically the inventory of homes for sale, thousands of units, new one single family homes for sale in the United States. Suddenly, oh my gosh, we've got a lot of homes for sale. And it startled me because that's not what I'm experiencing in my market. So then I tried to go to the source data, and the seasonally adjusted estimate for new houses for sale at the end of February was 463. This represents a supply of 8.4 months. Holy cow. That's a big difference. That's going from a buyer's market into a seller's market overnight. And I did not see this happen in my market. So if I go into my market, we've got a 2-month supply of homes. At our peak was 10 months, so we're going back to 2010 levels, 2009 levels. If we go to homes for sale, we had 34,000 homes for sale in the Twin Cities back at 2008. And now we've only got about 7,700 homes for sale. One of the 2022 was lower, but we're still record low inventory. So that doesn't make sense. So then when I backed this up, I caught myself after I posted it and said, new one family homes for sale. So this is new construction. And this has tripped up a couple people online before. It tripped me up before, and it tripped me up again. So the title on this one is very tricky. So if you see this chart, understand this is new construction data, and new home sales, sales price, and then for sale inventory month supply, new residential sales. So look for that detail. When I read it quickly. I missed it before, and I've seen other people miss it online. So something to be aware of. There is a lot of bad data out there. So, I am curious, if I miss something, I want to see it. So I do kind of look at charts, even if it's from Doomers, and just double check it. But yeah, our month supply, local market, which we seem to run about the rest of the nation. From my understanding, there may be some sun belts that are a little bit more oversupplied than we are, but we've got about a 2-month supply. To be a balanced market, we want to be sitting right around that 5-month supply. That's how long it takes to build a new house. So that's kind of the break even. Once you start getting over 5-month supply, you start getting into a buyer's market. So right now we're still in an extreme seller's market, and we desperately need inventory. So yeah, that Doomer chart tripped me up this morning, so I wanted to share that and got that content before I published it out there. So thanks for your patience. If you got any comments, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.